Shartimus Prime, Shartimus Prime. Reading comics, toys are hella sick, hella whacking it. Taking bad hits, taking back hits. Subscribe.
Sicamus Prime.
Hey, what's up you guys? ShartimusPrime here, doing another Marvel Legends action figure review on the Walmart exclusive Luke Cage Netflix TV series Luke Cage and Claire Temple. If you're trying to pick these up, you can do so at Walmart. I just said these are a Walmart exclusive. And I gotta give a big thanks to X-Many87 for giving me the heads up on these figures over here. Check out his Instagram, link in the description below. And you can see I'm finally having a Luke Cage in my collection over here with the yellow shirt. I'm very excited for that. Nice image of Luke Cage right over here with the bullets coming at him and bouncing off him. And then on the back, you get a couple of product shots. There's a read-up over here. If you want to read it, go ahead and pause it right now. And then on the side right here, you can see a nice image of Rosario Dawson playing Claire. And then on the very top, we get a nice window slit. Not much more at the bottom right there. So let's get to it and crack these things open. And here's Luke Cage and Night Nurse out of the packaging. Looking pretty cool. This is actually not a bad two-pack set, man. I like this set. We are getting some reused parts with the Claire figure. And the Luke Cage figure is brand new if you don't have the STCC Defenders set. We do get some accessories over here, mostly with Claire. Actually, all with Claire. Luke doesn't come with any. So let's get a closer look at those, and then we'll get a closer look at the figure. I want to quickly mention it is Friday today, and I will be hosting a live stream on Twitch at 3:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I hope to see you guys there. I'll be on there for a few hours. Anyway, we get these accessories over here for Night Nurse. We have the two regular hands right there, one open hand, one fisted hand, and then we get the clawed hands, then we get the gloved hands, then we get the night purse, which is, you know, the same one that we've seen with the Mary Jane before, but I do like the added paint apps right here on the buckle and everything, so that looks pretty cool. Same thing right over here on that side, so we get some added paint over there, which looks pretty good to me. I like it. And then we get the regular hands, which we just saw. I like these claws over here. I just remember this happening very briefly in the series. I don't even remember if it was in Defenders or if it was in the Luke Cage show. I mean, I barely remember it. I know it happened, but yeah. Just, I think it was very quick, but I do like the silver paint apps that we're seeing right over here, so that looks pretty cool. Same thing on this one, you know, the little strap and everything looks great. And then I love that she does come with the gloves, so she has her nurse gloves right there, and I think that's awesome too. I did have some fun taking pictures of her wearing these and helping out Luke Cage and Daredevil. So here's a look at the Claire head sculpt, and I do like it. I wouldn't say it looks 100% spot on Rosario Dawson, but it still looks close enough to me. I think it could have been done just maybe a little bit better, but I think they did a good job. You know, it looks all right. It looks like Claire to me when I see it. I think maybe it's the bags under her eyes that are a bit exaggerated. I don't know, but I do like the flesh tone. It does look good. Nice, beautiful tan, and I do like the rosy cheeks. They did add a little bit of pink to those cheeks, and the lips look really good. We get multi-tones for the lips, and the eyes look really nice too. So it's a pretty good looking head sculpt, and I do like the hair color choice that they used for this figure. It's a very dark brown color, but not quite black. As you can see, her shirt is black and her hair is a slightly different off shade of black, so I really like that a lot. So it's not the exact same color going from one to the other, you know, that would have looked kind of weird, and I'm happy they didn't do that. What I'm happy with what they did do mostly is they did give her a new torso. I think this is all brand new. Correct me if I'm wrong here, but I don't think I've seen this upper torso or lower torso before. Now the arms we've seen before tons of times, and same thing with the fists right there and that open hand. But all of this right here looks brand new to me. I checked some other figures, and from the crotch all the way up to the neck, I think that's a brand new figure. Well, actually to the top of her head, right? So that looks pretty cool. I like that, you know. Busty Rosario Dawson looks pretty good. Nice stretching. One problem I do have is with the butt. I do like how it kicks out. I think that is gorgeous, you know, nice kick. But they kind of flattened out the cheeks just a little bit, which it's like, okay, you know, that's my preference, is to have a little bit more sculpted detail in there. But hey, you know, as Dwight said in my interview, which I had actually re-edited down. I regret doing that. But hey, we all make little, you know, errors right there, right? Don't we? Anyway, you can see the legs right here. We've seen these before with the Kate Bishop Hawkeye figure, you know, so same feet and everything. And I believe there was a little bit more paint right here in those hinges, so that bothers me. It goes to flesh to blue right there, but I think it came off, you know, while moving the figure. Yeah, you could see little traces of the flesh tone paint. So they did paint it. It just, you know, just came off. It isn't the worst thing in the world. And we still get the peg holes at the bottom of the feet. Now, as far as articulation goes, you can move the head up, even with this hair in the back. You can move that hinge so that she can look up that far, which isn't too much, but again, there is hair back there getting in the way, but it still works, you know, it's not awful. And you can shift the head forward and make her look down very far. You do get side-to-side motion. It is a bit hindered by the hair a little bit, but you can make it work, and no real head pivoting. Shoulders move outward that far, they move down. You rotate 360, you get a single jointed elbow that does not meet 90 degrees, frustrating. You get a hinge right, or you get a swivel right here at the elbow as well, and then both, or actually all of the hands turn side to side and hinge up and down. We get a diaphragm joint right here, it turns side to side, a very limited diaphragm pivoting, and she crunches forward a little bit and back more so. She does have hip joints that move outward that far, and she can kick forward that much and not back at all. She has an upper thigh cut, double jointed knees, ankles move down, ankles move up, and she does have ankle pivot. So here's looking at the Luke Cage head sculpt, and again, I mostly like it. My biggest gripe with it last time was that the facial hair just looks a little bit too fluffy. Here's the SDCC version that I already reviewed, so you can see it's the same head sculpt, same flesh tone and everything, and it looks mostly good, you know. Again, my only gripe being with just the bushy chin. It just doesn't look right to me. I don't know. But I think the mouth looks pretty good. You get multi-tones for the mouth, and the eyes look really good over there too. Again, I like the flesh tone. And then looking on the back of the head, you can see a little bit of marbling, but it doesn't bother me too much because it's on the back half of the head. You know, I'd rather not have it at all, but if it's going to be anywhere, it's not like right in his forehead or anything like that. Maybe just a little bit right there. But again, not enough to really bother me. And then we get the iconic yellow shirt, finally. Once again, I'm only on episode 6 right now of the Luke Cage series. But yeah, having a hoodie version would have been really cool to have instead of the red shirt version for the SDCC exclusive. But anyway, looking at the wristwatch right there, you could take that off if you want, I guess. You know, made out of this gray plastic. And then looking at the lower half, you can see he has the denim jeans. Once again, now this is just slightly different from the SDCC version in that this is a much smoother plastic, and this actually has that coarse denim feel to it. So you can even hear it, right? Scratcher. See, you hear the tone? Rough, lower tone. Higher tone, right? So, and you can see the stitching on the side, and they also added this kind of stonewash look to it, which I don't think was totally necessary. I always like added paint apps, but I guess in this case I don't, because it just made the pants just look extra wrinkly. We get the sculpted wrinkles, then we get the painted on wrinkles, and it's just like ultra wrinkles. So I don't know, I may prefer, you know, swapping like the two halves of the figures. But anyway, looking at it, it's not awful. I don't know, maybe I'm being too picky, but it just looks extra wrinkly to me. And looking on the back right there, you get your Luke Cage butt, and then serial mark right over there, or serial numbers, and then he still has the boots still and the peg holes at the bottom of his feet. See from farther away, don't the pants look extra wrinkly? And anyway, you can move the head up that far, and he can look all the way down. You get side-to-side motion, shoulders move outward this much and down, rotate 360. You get a bicep swivel in there. When you rotate 360, you kind of want to keep the arm away from the torso. I just really noticed that. I feel like I could break something or have pieces of plastic run into each other, so yeah, be mindful of that. Anyway, swivel at the bicep, double jointed elbows, then the wrist turns side to side, hinge up and down, ab crunch forward, only that much. I wish it could move more than that. And you get an ab crunch back, and then you get a waist swivel right here, hips move outward that much, and he can kick forward that far, not back at all, upper thigh cut, double jointed knees. Boots move down, boots move up, and he does have ankle pivot. And to measure out Claire Temple and Luke Cage, you can see that the Luke Cage figure is standing just a little over 6.5 inches tall, and Claire is standing just a little over 6 inches tall. I really do think the Luke Cage figure should be taller. Then here's bringing out the SDCC Luke Cage figure, and you see the wrinkled pants over here. Am I tripping off this too much or what? I don't know. Do you guys see it? You guys see it? Oh, and just in case you wanted to know, yeah, you can do a head swap with the Luke Cage figure. And then here's just the Luke Cage figure. Next to the rest of the Defenders, we have Daredevil, Jessica Jones, and Iron Fist. And yeah, again, I do think the Luke Cage figure should be a bit taller. And just to see how this would look, I don't know, let's go ahead and pop on the little Rosario Dawson with, oh yeah, the skin tone just doesn't match right there, but she kind of looks cool with the leather jacket on and everything, you know. Maybe we put this, And the flesh tone doesn't really match right over there with Jessica Jones. And she just does not look right with that shirt on too. I don't know. Doesn't seem like something Jessica Jones would wear. And then for your Luke Cage comparison, we have our Netflix series Luke Cage next to our comic version from the Defenders 4-pack. And then here's the two figures next to your average 6-inch scale figure. We have the Marvel Legends Big Time Letdown Spider-Man. And you can see the Luke Cage is just a tiny bit taller than the Big Time Letdown Spidey. Yeah, definitely should have been taller. I'm sorry, no stop motion today, you guys, but it will be back at some point, so stay tuned for the stop motion. I appreciate you guys watching these videos, whether there's stop motion in them or not, so please hit that like button if you like the video, leave a comment down below letting me know what you think of this 2-pack set, and let me know what you think of the review, and please subscribe as well as hit that notification bell if you have not already, and also be sure to check me out on Twitch today. Once again, I will be hosting a live stream on Twitch at 3:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. This 2-pack set has actually pleased me. I'm pretty happy with it. What do you think of my display over here, the fastball special going on, huh? Pretty cool. I still need to finish Luke Cage Season 2 before I move on to Iron Fist, and then very shortly after that is Daredevil Season 3, so I need to catch up with my Netflix shows. But anyway, this 2-pack set right here is very cool. I do like it. I like the Claire figure. I like the new pieces that we're getting with the Claire figure. I like this Luke Cage. I do think he should be taller, and I think his pants are a little extra wrinkly, but I mean, as you can see, he's standing on one foot on this rotating base with no assistance at all, so he balances out very well. I'm overall very pleased with these two figures, so I'm giving them a sud rating of...
It's not too bad.
And I'd like to know what you guys think, so once again, leave a comment down below. If you want to see the latest in Marvel news, forums, and photos, you can find it all over at marvelousnews.com, and you can stay in touch with me on the social media on Instagram, Twitter, and Twitch. Links to everything in the description below. I'll catch you guys later. Peace!
That's crispy.
Hey, new ShartimusPrime videos. Hey, you should click one. Yeah, click on one of them. Or subscribe if you haven't.
Your face.